Good afternoon, everyone. This is Henry, and as we get into tonight's review, I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about some of these recent earning reports we've seen and what a clear picture the reports have been painting of where you can still find accelerating growth, right? And it is not through Netflix, be it the report and the numbers themselves or diving into the patterns. You can see some really clear examples of abandoned buyers, right? Think about the ramp into earnings, kind of the excitement, the anticipation. The stock is looking quite good and has been in a very strong uptrend. You get into this day of indecision right before numbers are released, and it's a very clear disappointment. So these are the kind of patterns that create obvious areas of resistance, because if you were going to see any kind of bounce up into there, so many are going to be looking for relief that it will be sold, and that just shows you a pattern that's going to generally remain under pressure. So you have very similar action in Tesla, right? So you see the abandonment where you have all kinds of good news, everything ramps it right into the psychological value of 300, and then all of those buyers are abandoned. So I believe those are patterns that could continue to break, right? Barring some type of drastic reversal, they look like they're headed for lower prices. But that is then in contrast to names like Meta, right? Meta had a really great move today, and though it did not hold the highest price of the session, I believe you create in a similar way, support down in this area. So sure, you could come back and fill into the moving averages a bit, but for the most part, this looks like a name that could continue on its bullish path. And one that I actually believe is a favorite here is Google. So the real setup in Google for me is off of the 2-day chart, which will last exactly twice as long as a daily time frame would. But it's a squeeze that has been in compression for some time. You can see that earnings has brought a good shift of that momentum. And the toughest part about this is how much leniency you give it, because it's trading 129, and I would really love to buy more of this down at 121. I don't know if it's going to get all the way down there, but movement into this zone should generally be bullish with an eventual target up into this area. So those are a few names that I believe you can focus on, 2 bearish, 2 that are bullish, and then you try to figure out which of them you should focus on the most. Probably going to come back here to 10-year yields, because this was also felt in the NASDAQ today, right? So a big move that leaves us up above the 4% level. And if we're going to go back here and visit the 4.3 and exceed that and just keep pushing, well, then those bearish charts are probably where you want to be. And then, of course, just the inverse should things change. But I hope that helps as far as a map to help you focus on tech, a few charts on both sides of it, and then we'll see how all of this looks as the week progresses. So y'all have a great rest of your evening, and I hope to see you in one of the rooms tomorrow. Hey traders, this is Henry with simplertrading.com. I wanted to thank you for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful, and if so, be sure to click the like and subscribe buttons down below. If you would like to also see me putting these ideas into action and trading my own account live in front of you, be sure to sign up at simplertrading.com, and I hope to see you in the chat room sometime soon.